And welcome to the Dumb Shit Podcast. It's your boy Shiv. I'll be your host for the day, and we are going to talk about a lot of stuff. This podcast exists because I am a man of limited capacities, capabilities, and talents, but my friends are not. And most of the individuals that you are going to see throughout this entire season are individuals who are super capable, and we're going to have an amazing season. On today's episode, we have a conversation with Nandini, who happens to be a very newly made friend for me. And she is one of the rebellious kind. You know, her rebellion is obviously for good. My rebellion, as you know, is just there for the sake of it. And she's a very talented dancer. I will drop her Instagram handle on the description, so y'all go check it out. Go check out her profile and drop a follow. And yeah, let's get into the conversation without much ado. Cheers. Hello and welcome back to the Dumb Shit Podcast. Your boy Shiv, and today we have with us a very special guest, my childhood friend from the last 3 days, and yeah, we're getting along just fine. Nandini, why don't you introduce yourself to my
Everyone.
amazing
Okay.
5 million audience?
Okay. Hi, I'm Nandini, and
Yo.
if I have to tell about myself, I would like to say that I'm a dancer by the day and corporate employee by the night because I work night shifts. And yeah, that's about it in 2 sentences.
No, you can take more time. It's okay. It's all good.
It's okay.
All right. So, Nandini here is a very great contemporary dancer. Her Instagram is tagged in the description. Y'all better go and follow. And yeah, before we get started, I just want to say that this podcast has been an amazing opportunity for all of my guests and me. And yeah, so why don't we learn a little bit more about contemporary just as a dance form first? Can you tell a little bit about what contemporary really is?
Okay. So in the Western countries and all of that, you see a lot like how we have classical dances in India. Ballet is like one of that in the Western countries. So ballet is very strict as a dance form, and they are very particular about how the body moves and how flexible you are. There's so many techniques and all of that. And the contemporary came as a rebellion to it. Like, okay, why should I follow rules? Why can't I break some rules? Why should I only always stand on the ground and show like I'm flowing or flying? Why can't I move to the ground? And so many other things like that. So a lot of few people who started this movement, they started it like a rebellion, like I have to break the rules and stuff like that. So that's how contemporary came into it started forming, and then slowly people learned, people added their own movement, and they started this entire form. Even today, contemporary is evolving. It keeps evolving. That is the whole idea of it. The freedom. Uh, I love the freedom part of it, where you can create your own stuff, where you can break rules. There is no rules basically. We have some base on which we work on, but there's nothing very specific. Okay, there's no wrong or right. It's the way you can express however you want to. So that's what I love about it, and I think people also, most contemporary artists love that about that form. Yeah.
Freedom Gang Gang. That's what's up. So yeah, why don't you tell me a little bit about how you kind of like got introduced to contemporary, and what's the journey been like thus far?
Okay. So ever since I was a child, I always wanted to learn dance, but I wasn't privileged enough or fortunate enough to be belonging to that kind of family which supports art and all of that. My grandfather was much into the arts and everything, but I grew up with my mom, and she's a single mother. So for her, the only important thing is get her educated and make sure she survives on her own. So I loved dancing as a child, but it wasn't, even when I asked my mother when I was young, like I want to learn dance and all of that, she said, no, we can't afford it. this is what I can do. Like education is that. So after that, I stopped asking, but it was always there. So it's like when you deny something for somebody who loves it the most, the desire to learn that and to become that will increase. The fire to get that will increase more. I think that's what happened with me. So by the time I turned 19, 20, that's when I started taking tuitions for the kids. So
Okay.
that was how I started earning my first
Oh,
money.
full fancy.
So the first ever salary I got, I went and spent it for a dance class. So the first
Nice.
salary I got was 2,000 rupees, and I remember the dance class fee was 1,500 rupees. So I paid it on my own. And the fact that I'm not depending on somebody to do that for me, I myself could do it for myself, and that too, it was my first ever salary, right? It was so emotional, and then it was so good. I felt proud for myself because for not giving up. Usually people, most of them aspire to be dancers and all of that, but then when they grow up, they're like, okay, it's just for kids, no, adults don't need to do it, the age is up and all of that. But for me to take that first step without being scared, like, no, I got this, I have to do this for myself, is when I felt happy and proud of myself. Yeah, so when I was around 20, I started my first dance class. And then, yeah, it's been 5, 6 years now. I've been doing contemporary. I've done belly dancing, I've trained in belly dancing. I've started Kathak recently, like 1.5 years ago. Yeah, that's how it is. I've been doing some show, contemporary. Recently, I performed. Yeah, that's about it.
So, like, how has dancing changed, like, the way you look at life and perhaps the ideology that you have? What kind of impact has it had on your being in
Okay.
general?
For me personally, I think dance is life for me, and it has changed everything. The way I eat, I'm very particular about the food I eat right now, because for dancer, it is very important for them to eat healthy, enough protein and all that. And also my physical strength. I work out every day, try to build up the strength and like be strong, because you feel like you're not a good dancer if your body isn't supporting you. And for my body to be able to support me, I have to eat good. I have to uh, take care of my physical health and all of that. So the way I eat, the way I move around the day, my body and my social life is very much impacted, because on the weekends I'm on the dance classes, and my friends are great. Like I have few friends who understand that, okay, this is something a part of a life, so they will schedule things according to me, so that I don't miss dance classes and all of that. So I'm very lucky in that aspect. Yeah, like I have my sister who helps me out with all the dance thing. If I'm performing, she gets me things, and then she wakes up early in the morning on weekends to get me food ready, so that I go to dance class and I have energy to dance in the class. So it has affected entire part of my life.
Like
The
your
way I
entire
food,
infrastructure also
yes,
kind of like
everything
evolved.
revolves around that. My social plans, my life plans, everything revolves around that. The place I stay, because I make sure that, okay, I have to stay closer to the dance classes and the commute, everything, even my job. I specifically wanted a job where I can spend a lot of time with dance. Hence, like I work night shifts and then I work from home, so that I have maximum time to the dance. That's how, like everything. When I say dance is life, I made sure in every aspect of it, it's a part of it. Like every decision. So yeah,
So it seems like you have kind of approached this thing with tremendous intent to master it, but
correct.
given the nature of contemporary itself, which is very exploratory, I'm assuming, and experimental,
Yeah.
what would you like? What would you categorize your passion as? Has it been something that you've always wanted to master, or is it something that you've always like experimented about and then kind of like found your sweet spot?
No, I don't think it is something anybody can master, because see, if I give you a syllabus,
How about yourself? Do you want to master it? How, like everybody else is not important. You are
Correct.
important.
Yeah. So
do
for
you want to
me,
master it?
uh, definitely, if you anybody any form they want to master it, but I don't think it is possible for me to master it because every day new things are getting added and there's different forms because it travels around. So in every place it goes, it gets its own form. It gets its own nature. So new things are getting added every day. So it's impossible for me to be like, okay, I will be a master of it one day. It's not possible because every day it's growing. I just like to think that as long as I'm learning every day and as long as I'm enjoying it, I would be happy. Like we say, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Journey.
So I would like to enjoy the process and in a way, I would like to add my own sense of touch to it. Like I would like to have my own personalized version of it. That's how I see it. But yeah, definitely, I would like to practice more and master it as much as possible. Yeah.
Right. So, for anybody who's just starting out, could you perhaps think of like a few things to tell them so that their life becomes easier stepping into it?
Yes. So if you're starting to your dance journey or anything, the first thing that you need to remember is that everybody is different and you need to understand your own body. Everybody has their own timeline. Something might be easy for me, but it can be difficult for you. But something can be easy for you, but it can be very difficult for me. So it took a lot of time for me to understand that everybody is different. Things work on their own timeline based on your body. The first thing is you need to understand your body and to see what it is capable of, and don't compare. Like be in the moment, enjoy it, live it, because it's not about the destination. There is no destination in dance. At least you need to enjoy the journey. If you're not enjoying it, you're doing it wrong. Yeah.
Fair enough. Now, before we kind of come to close this episode, I actually have a couple of gifts for you.
Okay.
And I have here a T-shirt for your summers and sweatshirt for your winters. Like,
I can never have enough black t-shirts. Yeah.
black is the new black, guys. It's black.
Cool. Yes.
So now she's
Very
a
nice.
certified smart shit. You can just
Correct. Maybe we should do a challenge. If this video gets some particular views, you should try one open class, dance class.
contemporary.
Yeah.
I don't know if my audience knows this, but I am also a contemporary dancer.
Oh, I didn't know
do
this.
B-boying as well. And I used to be a Zumba instructor at a certain point in my life.
Oh, wow.
So learned a little bit of salsa here and there. But I've never used my powers for good. Always to go to clubs and try to...
Why did you stop?
10th grade.
But why?
Like study. But that's enough about me. Yes, the important, not me.
No, I said if this video reaches a certain.
Let's say this video does 10 million views, we will watch me do some contemporary open class LFG indeed.
10 million is little too much, no?
Let's aim for the moon.
Okay.
We'll end up in the stars.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming to the podcast. Just saying cheers doesn't close the episode. If you have any message to my audience regarding funding my next season, please, now is the time.
No, I think you've been saying from the time I met you, don't think and just do it. Whatever makes you happy, just go for it.
Nike, please sponsor. Cheers.
All right, now that you're done watching the episode, don't forget to hit like, drop a comment, and please click on the subscribe button because it's free for you, but it means a lot to me. And don't forget to sign up on our Patreon. We have a little more exclusive content and we're a little more chill there. So go check it out. And thank you for watching.